Yes, to answer Jake's question, yes, and she almost ruined it again. Yes, please do not text or it will interrupt the show audio. Okay, okay, let me get this out to the people because that's what we do. I'm a minute tardy, and I have to tell you that that's very impressive compared to where we were just 4 minutes ago. Copy that. Send it to the sliders. If she just screwed up the audio, I swear to God, we're getting divorced. Sliders. If she just screwed up the audio, I swear to God, we're getting divorced. Okay, luckily for her, she didn't. All right, let me get this to the sliders now. Here we go. OPS, sliders away. There we go. And let's get it out to the Facebookers. We are, what's on your mind? Starting the YouTube show. Oh. JD, hello. Mr. Mike Bauer, hot dang, he's back, folks. Good to see you, my friend. Sorry, let me just get this out to the rest of the people that need it. Or should need it. Nobody really needs it. I need it. But, man, lots of stuff. Okay, what's on your mind? Join us for episode 2099. That's right, folks. Over on YouTube. And paste and post. Okay, there we go. Yes, good to see you, my friend. And Jake, good to see you. Hopefully you're hanging out with the fam and having a good time. So here's some interesting news. All the news that is the news. There we go. Music's ready. Okay. Right. Guess what today is? Yesterday, Crow's birthday. Today, another very, very special birthday in our world. A very happy birthday goes out to our dear friend and slide mentor, Mr. Charles Phoenix. Happy birthday to Charles. And he is a man of a certain age, and he is a good man, and very happy that we got to know him over the years with our slide obsession, and have become friends, which is cool. Dang it, where's my power? What happened here? Stand by, trying to get some power to the people. There we go. All right. Yes, so we sent a big happy birthday out to Charles, and that's interesting. There's a slide that fell on the ground. I don't know if that's from this show or from just overshot the sale slides. Let's see. Yeah, no, that one gets put out to sale at some point. Yes, so tonight is a Verhaeghe, whatever we're calling it, slide collection. And lots of good stuff, including, finally, I think we're showing the historical, literally very historical, significant slides from Chicago in 1965. There was a certain march and a certain participant in said march. You're going to want to stick around for those. It's very impressive and actually like super cool. He is doing Mike Bauer, if you make the drive, I will make sure he comes out to say hello to you. How's that sound? You let me know, and I'll make sure that he knows you're going. Let me think. So yeah, lots of stuff happening today. I did I did the post office run. This is really for Jake's benefit to know that I'm doing stuff. Did the post office run. filled up the car with gas, got some groceries for the rest of the week for me, and what was the other thing? Oh, and picked up Nigel's 2 prescriptions. So come on, we're all set here. Good stuff. Also, this has been sort of in the works, and it's still in the works, but it's getting closer to reality. Our dear friend Scott Whites, who passed a few years back, a friend of his, who I think lives in Maryland, her husband reached out a few months ago. We've been chatting back and forth. And he's an older gentleman, I believe, probably in his late 60s is a guess. I don't know, actually. But his wife was a very good friend of Scott's, and her husband has his dad's collection of slides from the 40s to the probably 70s is my guess. And he was an excellent photographer and did traveled a lot. So potentially those will eventually end up our way, which is very exciting. And he sent me one shot today that I was like, oh, we must get these because this is super cool. Hold on, I will show it to you right here. This is, I believe, wait, let's hide everything else but that. Nope, can't do that. Huh, interesting. Hang on one second, I'm gonna just shuttle the rest of this stuff down. Yeah, so this shot is evidently from his hotel window in the early 1940s in New York City. Come on, how cool is that? So it's a lot of stuff like that hopefully coming our way, which would be super cool. And if that's the case, then that is a good, yes, exactly. It's a good thing to have Scott's influence back in the game. So, all right. There is one Scott reference tonight. There's a little beach scene, I think. And other than that, there's all sorts of good stuff. So let's get to it, shall we? Take a swig here. It's getting a little dry. I should have heated that up. All right. All right. Hi there. Good to see you. And you. Or just you two. Happy to have you both. Welcome to the Old-Timey Slideshow, brought to you by OPS Other People's Slides. I am still and always your host, Judd, currently solo because Jake is away seeing people, being social and all that stuff. Here in the secret LA bunker with a very snoozing Nuge, who's been eating excellently, by the way. Just saying, Agent of Chaos. When it's the boys, we're doing good work. And with that, my friends, let's... Oh, that's what I'm missing. Music. Let's start the show.
Just when you were thinking there's much more we should be drinking comes the master of disaster with a bunch of slides. Who's? Other people's slides. Wait, really? Yeah, other people's slides. Oh my.
Oh my, indeed. Here we go. Let's turn the beat around with OPS Live on the YouTubes. Here we go. Yes, there you go. All right, it is the Verhaeghe collection. There we go, out on the plains of wherever that is. And we start out in the unknown years, probably could be 60s, could be 70s, could be 80s. Some of them I know are 80s, but the rest are unknown officially. But here is a lovely shot of Marlene. I'm gonna guess 80s for this one because her hair is kind of longer and straighter. Marlene and let's guess either her or Lewis's mother is my guess. Around Christmas time, I think. Here's a shot of young Robert on that same couch. Looking like the cat who ate the canary. Clearly Christmas time with the wrapping paper right there. Or is that a pillow? No, that's got to be wrapping paper. Yeah, I think that's wrapping paper. So that's young Robert, I believe. Here is young Robert and a humongous stuffed animal and the big Christmas tree and Christmas village. Always good. Handsome young man, and it's a very impressive setup. They really do not mess around there. Okay, now let's see. Here's Marlene and I think the oldest girl, Susan, I believe. And maybe that may be Robert also grown up a little bit more there. Come on now, there we go. Holding some flowers for the mom. And she's smoking, oh dear. And both gams for the sister and the mother. Next, still unknown year, here's Marlene at the Madonna Inn, where there are 100 rooms, all different themes, I believe is correct. Yeah, she's just hanging out in her red coat. The Madonna Inn. Next up here, I just put this one in because it's got the umbrellas for the book. Lovely little outdoor dining area. Again, I feel like this has got to be early 80s based on their shorts and polo shirts. But that's just a guess. This is the nice beach scene that I was going to say some skin for Scott here. Way down there, some skin for Scott. Although a couple of dudes closest to us, unfortunately. Yeah, and then that's, I don't know where that is. My guess is that's somewhere down like Laguna or Newport or one of those, but I'm not sure. And then here is Lewis before the wheelchair times at Scotty's Castle, aka the Death Valley Ranch. I believe that's Lewis. Let me just see. Yeah, that's Lewis. He's got a cane. And that is Scotty's Castle in Death Valley. And then finally, the lovely Marlene catching some rays, looking like a movie star, and just super glam and fab. All right, so that's our gal there. Next up is, this trip was the 61 or 62 trip to England. Here is the rest of the coat of arms we saw the other day on that little walkway bridge, I think in front of, I want to say in front of Hampton Court Palace, Hampton Palace Court, Hampton Court Palace, whatever it's called. And here's another one with a goat for Lolo. It looks an oddly orange here. I unfortunately cannot fix that. Well, that's what it's supposed to look like. But when I get too far out, it starts to freak out the color, and there you go. That's what happens. Oh well. That's the coat of arms. Coat of arms. Here is. Oh well, we now know what the date is here. The date, I guess, when this paper came out was November 3rd of 1961, and Princess Margaret had a boy. That would be young David Albert Charles, aka Lord Linley. So there you go. Princess Margaret had a boy. And that is the newspaper. And like I said, I think that's November 3rd, 1961. This is interesting. I think this may be her coming home from the hospital with the paparazzi and etc. Trying to get a pic, which is very cool. And again, crazy that he was always in these kind of impressive historical moments. I guess as the attaché to Belgium, he might have had that kind of access and capabilities. So that, and let's see, here's another one, swarmed by the Brits. Look at that. Yeah, you can see the little royal seal on the top of this. I guess, I don't know what that is. It's not a Rolls, I don't think, but whatever it is, it's impressive. And yeah, look at all the photographers. How crazy is that? So in theory, by the way, wait a second, just think about this. Somewhere there could be a photo of Verhaeghe taking this picture. There could be film or photo of him taking this picture. How cool would that be? We'll have to look for that someday when we're going through archives. Let's see. Next is the exterior of County Hall in London, illuminated at night. Look at this. That's a great shot. And you're getting most of the color, but let me go in just a bit and refocus it there. Yeah, look at that. The oranges are really orange here. But when you zoom out too far, it freaks out the camera. So that is, again, the exterior of the County Hall in London. And next up we've got, let's see, here's great nighttime exterior signage for less. There you go, Piccadilly Circus, all the cool stuff. You got Team Coke right there. Oops, let's zoom in just a touch. There we go. Team Coke, you've got Smoke Players, you got BP Worldwide, Guinness Time, all sorts of cool. The Music Man playing over there. And Corco, this is the big one. Okay. Yeah, so there you go, that famous corner. Nige, what are you doing, buddy? Why are you tap dancing, son? All right, here we go. This is this gentleman. I'm not sure who that is, a friend of theirs possibly, but I believe that in the background there are the White Cliffs of Dover, if I'm not mistaken. JD maybe can confirm that for us. And then that is on their way out. When they get to the airport and head to flying over to get to Rome, I believe, which we will pick up on the next round. So this one is Rome, heading towards Rome. Here again, looking over some of the big, I guess, I don't know if those are Alps or if those are what that is, but probably Alps if I had to guess, on the way to Rome. Let's see, next up, 1962, and it is Hong Kong. Looking over Hong Kong Harbor, throw shrimp into the bay. That's not the words, right? I can't remember. It's a good Joe Jackson song, though. Big World. Yeah, so there's, we're up probably at Victoria Peak. And looking down, and then here is the Iberia, which is a very impressive looking ship, getting cleaned, it looks like. And you've also got all the junks, or whatever you want to call those boats, in the bay with them before they were removed. And then here's a great shot of a bunch of rickshaws waiting for service. The guy's just hanging out there, and you've got the one Brit-looking guy who's walking, maybe good to go get one. Interesting, Elmo is a camera brand, or projector brand, actually, and there's a Kodak sign up there. How about that? This is a very cool shot. Lots of rickshaws there ready to go. Next up here is some more rickshaws in front of Jimmy's Kitchen. I don't know if Jimmy's Kitchen still exists over there, and you've got the Grand Dispensary that sells magazines, records, jewelry, and drugs. What more could you need? Oh, and Christmas cards, look at that. And looks like some possible naked ladies up top there, I just realized. Or scantily clad ladies, possibly. on the top row. Interesting. Next is a great shot of this bus and this traffic cop standing just in his little, I don't know what you would call that thing, pedestal. I feel like that couldn't have been safe. Like one heart attack driver goes right into that, and that guy's toast. Like, what? He doesn't have any protection really. I mean, he's up a little higher, but still, if a car hits that doing 30 or 40 or 50 miles an hour, it's not going to do much for him. So yeah, clearly he had to be very brave. But yeah, look at that. It's the HK 4209 public vehicle heading to McDonald Road, I think. Yeah, the 2A heading to McDonald Road. Next up is a good street scene again in Hong Kong. Here, all sorts of. This is one of those narrow but steep stairways that you go up and down to get to the different places. Hong Kong Ivory Factory. Pretty sure that's not in business anymore. The something silk weaving company. That's pretty cool. King Wah Studios. And some other studio over there on the left. Yeah, it's good signage for less there. Let's see, that's the street scene. Here's some odd stairs. You gotta have very good knees to walk on those stairs and not biff it. Because they're not really stairs, they're just sort of like speed bumps on the slope of that downway there, whatever you call it. Slope, I guess, is the right answer. But let's see, that is the odd stairs. Okay, still 62. Here's a great double-decker bus in front of some apartments where it's clearly laundry day, or I guess technically every day is laundry day. It's a lot of laundry in a big building. And they kind of probably still do it like that, if I had to guess. That's every day is laundry day. Next up, some youngsters in the courtyard of said apartment building. They're there. It kind of reminds me of the Raid. I don't know if anybody ever saw that one. It's I want to say a Thai? No. Who did that one? I can't remember. It's one of the Asian countries did this movie called The Raid, where they had to fight their way up to the top of a tenement building like this, but it's all bad guys, and the stunts are insane. It's one of the greatest, craziest action movies ever, and the sequel is also very good. The Raid, highly recommended. All right, now we are going to youngsters. Yeah. Now we're going to 1965, specifically July 26th of 1965, and you say, Jeff, how do you know exactly what date that is? Oh, because we have a protest here happening in Chicago. They were, I believe, protesting the segregation of the schools, or segregation policies of the schools, and the superintendent in Chicago. Mr. Willis back there, Fire Willis it says. And leading said parade, some of these gentlemen, and yes, and I believe, actually maybe that's not him. I don't know if that's him in the hat right there. No, maybe that's not him, but not in this shot, but in the next shot, I think it is, you will see Mr. Martin Luther King. That's right. That is an actual one-off shot of Martin Luther King Jr. With Al Raby at this protest in Chicago. And there's a shot very similar to this, or taken within plus or minus 5 minutes, that was in the Sun-Times or Tribune, one of the two that I found while I was trying to research where this one was. And yeah, it's crazy. Like it's just a random historical shot of Martin Luther King that we happen to have in the collection. So there you go. You too are the lucky recipients of seeing this piece of history. And then here's another one. And again, there he is right down there. MLK. I think this is the gentleman named Al Raby, who was also another big political activist in Chicago back in the day. Yeah, just crazy that this guy had this kind of access. And again, he was just a random attaché for the Belgian consulate. At least that's what we're led to believe. He may have been an asset. I don't know. Still 65 here. This is a great shot of the Chicago. Oh, sorry. Here's another. Yeah, this is the one from another one. This is the one actually that there's a picture, almost this exact same lineup, taken from a different angle. That's the black and white one that shows in the Tribune when I researched it. I'll see if I can find that one again. It's somewhere. I'll forward that to the team. Yeah, this is. I mean, this is insane that we have this slide. Nobody's ever seen it before, except us, and probably should be out in the world. So now it is. All right. Next up, a great shot of the Chicago police trikes. How great is that? We used to have a guy, Officer Larry, in Highland Park that had a police trike, and he was the guy who would go up and down the street, and he would mark your tires so that if you were parked there for too long, he would know, and that's how he could write you a ticket. But very nice guy. Usually would let you off with a warning or not do it. But you are right here where oh, cool sign of the Shell sign right there. And the Conrad Hilton on your left, which means we're probably on, this is not, it's not the Eisenhower, or what's the one that goes under the building to get out of the city, Jake? I forget. Is it the Eisenhower? I can't remember now. Anyway, this, I believe the corner up here, just past this little bridge, is Michigan Avenue. If we were going, so the lake is behind us, so we're heading to the west on this shot, I believe. And now you've got the cameras covering said march, NBC, CBS Color, both of them in color now, very exciting. And I'm not sure what building that is. It's the Bold, B-O-U-L something, probably the Boulder or something. But yeah, super cool cameras, the big old cameras that they used to have. Oh, it's actually the big three. It's ABC, NBC, and CBS. So that's kind of cool with the Chicago police guarding the area. Here are some more, some soldiers. Again, I think this is the Conrad Hilton there in front of. And they must have called in the Illinois National Guard, as the CB Song Trucker guy says. But I believe this was a peaceful protest and went on without a hitch, as far as I know. Let's see, soldiers just in case. Here's some more of the protesters. Creep, kill something, kill a cop. Oh, I think they were, POW, pow. I believe they were also protesting the police there at this point. That's a pretty harsh shot there of the Bloody Billy Club. And yeah, so there's those guys. And here's some more protesters and ponies for Sarah. There you go. Not sure exactly who these gents are, but they're part of the protest. All right, I believe the Boulevard. I don't know. Yeah, could be. I'm assuming that's correct, but I don't know. I don't remember that place being a place. All right, so we now are going to go to, we have a Thomas Bellows film, but it's not from the that little booklet that we've been using. I still owe the end of those. Um, Thank you. Yes, I know these are crazy. Here's our first close-up from Art Shaw. There it is, the bike tire air fill. Because, you know, why not? Nige, careful, buddy. And wait, where are you? I don't want to smack you if I move this. There you are. Hi, buddy. All right, so that will get us then to the movie slide, and as I mentioned, it is another 2 nights in a row of the Thomas Bellows collection, but from the outside collection, not from that little booklet of films. And you have to go back and watch what I missed. Yes. This film is part 2 of the Easter egg hunt from last night, and I think we left them at the country club, and so that's what I believe we're going to go see right now. So with that, my friends, let's go to the movies. There we are. Yep, there we are at the country club. There you go. And I think this was, well, we ended it at Easter last time. I'm not sure if this is still Easter. Oh, this actually is not a country club. It's the mini golf place. Awesome. It's a mini golf course. Let's see if we recognize anybody here yet. So this is from the Thomas Bellows collection. I'm trying to see if any of our normal folks are here that we can recognize. I'm going to guess, what do we think, late 60s, early 70s, based on some of the outfits? There's a meltdown happening. That guy is not happy. I like the little shirtless dude. That's so great. Both of them. 2 little shirtless dudes. I don't think either of them are very happy. Oh, that was a joke. Oh, wait. Nice. I wonder if this is the one that's on Sepulveda down there. Oh, what was she thinking? That is not impressive, man. What is this guy doing? Very strange. Oh, she got a hold of that one. Oh my God, it came ricocheting back. I'm gonna call that a 2-stroke penalty for her. Here's the little man. Oh, that's a big swing, dude. These guys have not learned finesse, clearly. Let's slow it down just a touch. Yeah, these guys are not patient enough to enjoy this game yet. The little dudes are really unhappy, it looks like. Nice, look at that excellent dress. She looked like Ethel Merman in It's a Mad, 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 Mad World. Oh, by the way, was it last night or the night before? JD, I don't think you saw the film. It was, we had a little Mae West spotting at a parade. Mae West was the Grand Marshal. How crazy is that? We didn't really get to see her, but we saw that thing on the side of the boat, on the side of the car that said Mae West. So that was cool. By the way, based again on that lady in the green, her outfit, and this lady in the pink, I'm saying definitely early 70s. Maybe late 80s. Anyway, all right. There you go. Auto shut off. Yep, there we go. Love it. Okie doke. Radio. Well, there you have it, my friends. Another fine Verhaeghe collection. Happy Saturday. Hope you're enjoying your weekend. We're that much closer to Christmas. And it's going to be a nice, relaxing Christmas here. Jake's up in the upstate madness up there. So yeah, there you go, my friends. That has been yet another. Oh, by the way, Kodak Carousel Projector Production number 2099. Tomorrow, my friends, is the 2100th episode. Not in a row. That's 13 days from now, or 14 days from now. But 2000 and... Oh, you are going to go. I will make a note to tell him that you guys are showing up, and you should introduce yourselves afterwards if he comes out, and tell him tell him Judd Kodachrome is how he knows me. That's what he calls me, Judd Kodachrome. Anyway, have a great time. It's always a great show with him. He's very funny, and yeah, tomorrow night we will be celebrating our 2100th episode. And hopefully you can join us for that, or if not, at least you're seeing other slides with my good friend Charles Phoenix. And yeah, that's going to do it for us tonight. We will see you guys tomorrow. Same slide time, same slide channel. Until then, stay safe and stay healthy, and good night.